guys, it's your girl Ruby. It's been a hot minute since I last filmed a video, probably about around a week or two. I'm so sorry. I am trying to focus on my mental health and my sanity and my well-being. I hope all of y'all and your families are safe. And I just wanted to have a little me time, a little pick-me-up. Those of you that don't know, I am an art teacher as well as a first grade teacher, and I work a main job, which is my first grade teaching job, as well as two side hustles. So I have a tutoring business, which I do in the afternoon, and I also work for a children's art company, and I go to different public schools throughout the month that I'm assigned to. So I'm usually very busy and normally overstimulated, so self-care is a really big thing. I've made videos on self-care. I've made videos on doing my hair at home, having spa days, having facials, waxing and removing facial and body hair, because since moving into a luxury apartment, I have my priorities, which are my pets and my home, which I've been blessed to have a beautiful apartment and a beautiful apartment complex. So, you know, as a educator and not someone that makes, you know, six figures as a doctor or another person would, I know how to budget and save money in order to pay all of my things on time. I'm very independent. I've never relied on anyone else to pay my bills. And even though I have a beautiful, respecting, and loving boyfriend, I personally believe in being very independent and very hardworking. And yeah, I do everything pretty much myself. So I do my hair myself, I do my nails, my extensions, everything. I do it myself. I used to pay people to do my nails and to do my waxing and all that. So now there's just things that I could do at home and that I could do better, and I've been able to master them. I've been learning how to do my nails in acrylic and in Gel X for over a year now, and I could never find the perfect glue or the perfect formula, but I finally have. So I bought a new gel for my Gel X nails, and I've been able to prep my nail in a way that has made it last. I've had these for 3 weeks, and about 3 days ago, this one came off because I hit it really hard against my washing machine when I was pulling out clothing. But literally, if I would have not hit it so hard against the washing machine, it would have not come off. All of these are really hard on. They're growing, they're barely lifting. I'm not gonna be able to take them out by popping them out. It's actually the first time I've succeeded. I've been trying so many different ways of prepping my nail, so many different glues, and finally I hit the jackpot. So I'll be entering in detail into the type of glue that I use and what I'm gonna do to remove my nails. It's the first time I'm gonna try to remove them by not just literally, I used to just peel them off, but they are so hard on that I am going to melt them off and then pop them off. I have this little rebel here. She's very, very sassy, and she's just being messy right now. So you guys might see her kind of get in the way of my stuff. But yeah, you're gonna see me remove my nails in this video and what I'm gonna try to do to successfully get them off. So first thing I do is I'm gonna prep my Dremel. It already has the grit piece on. Mind you, I've never studied to be a nail technician. I've just watched different videos. I used to go to a nail tech all the time, so I watched her a lot, and I experiment a lot. So I have this on a setting of like 8. I don't want it to be too strong. If you don't have a Dremel, just use any nail file that has a coarse grit. You can find them at Sally's. You could look for the 100 grit and up. Like I said, I've never taken any nail tech courses, so I don't know all the fancy words, you know, but you can really look into it, go online and look at what options you can find for grits that are pretty thick and rough in order to remove the gel polish. So I have a base gel, top coat gel, as well as the light pink gel nail polish that I used to make my thick French tip. Normally I use from the Beetles nail products. You can find them on Amazon and they're really good. I successfully dremeled off all of the gel polish. Now I'm going to cut off the tips of my nails with just a regular clipper. Anyways, I'm gonna go in with this bowl. I'm taking my nail polish thing. I'm gonna pour it in here. I'm scared. If I start seeing this melt, well, I guess it's an experiment and I'll let you guys know. I'm gonna put my hands in here for about 15 minutes and then I'm gonna try to pry off the rest of the Gelix nail with this little spatula looking tool. So now put on your favorite series, a cup of wine, or like me, daiquiri cocktail, a strawberry daiquiri, and sip and watch your little show while you wait. Okay, 15 minutes is up and it started peeling off like plastic. I suggest you put the acetone in cotton balls or small pads and wrap it around your fingers for 15 minutes instead of dipping it into the bowl like I did. This is the first time that I removed acetone on my own and I didn't know any better. I think you can save up on a lot of acetone and it's kind of wasteful putting it in a bowl even though I didn't put a lot. It also kind of irritates your skin. So definitely soak the acetone in cotton balls, in cotton pads, or in paper towels, but I think cotton balls would retain better moisture. And then wrap it around the fingers. It avoids irritating your skin and just wasting product. Another thing that I don't think is spoken about enough is don't flush it down the toilet. If you flush it down the toilet, you can mess up like any plastic part of the toilet. It also can contaminate, wherever that is going, whatever ocean or area that water is flushing to is going to be toxic. And it can also, like I mentioned, just mess up your toilet in general. If it's not a big amount and you already flush it down the toilet, well, what can you do? But try to not do it. If you put it in a bowl, just take paper towels, soak it up, and then dispose of it in a garbage or put it into a sealed container, like a glass mason jar that you may have, seal it and put it in there, especially since it's not a big amount. But yeah, I think a better way, and it's less wasteful, like I said, is just use that cotton ball, use that cotton pad to soak up the acetone and wrap it around each finger for about 15 minutes. Now that that's mentioned and covered, I'm gonna start just pushing it off with the tool. And I'm gonna see how, it's peeling off pretty easily, so it's like plastic. I'm just peeling that off and then I'll throw those plastic pieces into the garbage can. I'm taking my softest file, I think it's kind of like a file or like a buffer, and I'm just going to buff them, and then once I'm done smoothing them out, I am going to rinse them in the bathroom. I might also just take a normal file and file the length of my nails as well. So for the rest of this video, you're just gonna see me trimming my nails. I like to have my natural nails lower, especially when I'm gonna do a brand new set of nails. I like the hands to be really clean, for the nails to be really trimmed, and I also go in and I buff it a little bit more, and I also use like a more softer type of file to really, buffer them out. If you're interested in seeing my new set of nails, I will be uploading a video on that either tomorrow or over the weekend. Today is Thursday, the 15th, so yeah, you might see it on the 16th or over the weekend. If you enjoy this type of nail content and want to see more of it, please leave a comment. letting me know that you enjoyed it. If you're not following me, please follow me. It really makes me feel appreciated and motivated to make more videos. If you're a nail technician watching this, I am not a nail technician, but if you have any tips and any just anything helpful and constructive so that I can learn a little bit more, you can also drop a comment below. Anyways, I hope y'all are safe and well, and thank you so much for just your support and watching this video.